Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Alright, this is the brothers here from the GMS, Prophetic Vibration Campaign Trinidad, coming in week out, alright, to prophesy the downfall of the so-called white man whose biblical nationality is Esau Edom, alright, to prophesy the coming of the one who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, but his name is the Hawashai HaMashiach, who is the Savior of the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright? Also to prophesy the awakening of the 12 tribes. 12 tribes of the children of Israel, and to condemn the two-thirds of said 12 tribes. Alright, so with that,
La Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kadosh.
Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Greatness Stone at the world.
Shalom.
Blessings, salutations unto the brothers who teaching and teaching the truth of the four that they did. Risking their lives and listen on one another. Shalom unto the speculative Israelites and shalom unto the very few and what here. Alright. Yeah, that's it. Anyhow, so what we're going into here, this word here today, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is concerning the dreaded C.B.D.C. And what I have to say is, all fun will done when the C.B.D.C come. You know what I say? I'm repeating it again. If you didn't hear me the first time. All fun will done when the C.B.D.C come. Yeah? All fun go done, literally. Keep telling you all there's going to come a day when every single man jack upon the face of the earth, their lives are going to change drastically. Keep telling you all that, yeah, that's all that. Yeah. Keep telling you all that. Keep telling you all that. Keep warning you all just to speak and make a video, you know, concerning the warning, you know. You can't say you have never been to warn. Alright? Because we have been warning you all and warning you all and warning you all for years now. And as we did the work some months back, our title and the proof is in the prophecy. You know how the old saying is, go, the proof is in the pudding. Well, the proof is in the prophecy. And it is more, and as the days goes by, it is more and more evident of what the prophecy is concerning the MOTB. Alright? Come with your precept and then I will see what I say again after.
Because you talk about the mirth of the going to cease, right?
Of course.
Right, there's Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves.
And the strong men shall what?
Bow themselves.
When they're done with that, he will give my Isaiah, I think it's 24.
Yeah, that was right.
6
Yeah, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease.
And what?
And the grinders cease.
And the grinders cease.
Because they are few.
Because they are few. Alright, and there's what's going to take place. The grinding is going to come to a serious halt. When we say grinding, when they go into the word grinding, it means to work. Pretty soon there is not going to be no more work left for you so-called Negroes. Alright?
All them cushy jobs.
Can.
All them nice jobs, and these women and too, especially too, that they holding in this place. Right? You know, where you could you come to the office, you know, you could screw your boss, you climb up the corporate ladder, you know, and oppress the men
Climb up the
underneath
corporate
you.
ladder using the rod ladder.
Can.
Good.
You know, yeah, jumping from rung to rung, you're jumping from cup to cup. Right, in the carousel.
Can.
Right, and moving your way up the ladder, oppressing the men who underneath you. Alright, which a woman not supposed to rule and be in charge of any man in the first place.
Can.
You know? So these women especially, they wanna feel it. They're gonna feel it heavy. Right? Because a woman really and truly in the normal order of things. Alright, and when all hell break loose, women and children, they fear the worst in society. Right? They fear the worst. Right? This queendom that Esau Edom have created and have propagated by putting the woman over our women over us. Right? Gonna come to an end with the economic system too.
Yeah, with the economic system.
You know? Yeah.
You see, economic system that structured right now, it had them on a pedestal.
Gone.
Alright?
Gone.
It had them on a pedestal.
Gone.
Alright, but pretty soon, and that economic system is the defense.
Gone.
But pretty soon, there's going to be stripped of their defense. And when they're stripped of the defense, you're prone to be open to all attack on all sides.
That's right.
Right?
Gone.
And there's the situation here. Alright? You all gearing up. You all gearing up. You all gearing up for your Bacchus festival, your carnival. Alright? To come out and have a time and a half. You could see this freaking wait, what the camera under there? Yeah. Yeah, you can see that old coin there. What's that old fucking coin there? What's that old coin? You can see that old coin freaking winding down low by the dial. For Bacchus Festival.
Wickedness.
Yeah?
Wickedness.
But little do they know. Little do they know that all fun is going to done.
Gone. Yeah, all them old retirees too, they go get all the NIS fund, pension gonna fail.
Right?
Right? When the NIS fund fail, right, where you gonna get money from to eat and drink?
Because what the elites is doing is making money obsolete. You can go into that word from about Bakasha, obsolete.
Okay, that's reading Ecclesiastes, what? 12 on?
12, yeah.
From 1?
12 on.
Yeah,
3. Done.
Yeah. Let's find out what the meaning of the word obsolete is. You know, let's get that.
Right, obsolete. It means no longer produced or used, out of date.
No longer what?
Produced or used.
No longer use or produce.
Because when they print the paper dollars,
Right.
Right? Out of date. Right, which means you're outdated.
Can.
Right, when you C.B.D.C come in, paper dollar going to be outdated.
Paper dollar is going to be outdated.
Right, the scripture say they go through, they'll cast their money in the streets.
Right?
Right, so they bring that precept.
Which part of scripture is again, boy?
Okay, get there.
Kyle, if a guy can get Kyle to read it out. Some one or two precepts here.
Gone.
Couple precepts well.
There you go, bring that is Ezekiel 7 and 19.
Bring it out there, Kyle.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 7 and 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, right? Is it right?
Yeah, I said
We'll go back to the way.
You want me to read that first or you still have more to read?
Now read that and then we'll come back.
See where you're starting.
Ezekiel is
7
it?
and 19, you see right? You see right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you read that first and then we'll come back to the way.
Yeah. Yeah, what hands up to you? You can start from verse 17 now.
Done. Ezekiel 17 and verse 17. It says need.
7 and 17.
Oh, can. Salakia.
It's not high up, but that's the essence of time.
Can.
We have good little things to do.
Today, Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
It say, all hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water.
All shall be weak. All right, when this whole monetary system comes obsolete. All right, when you come to when the reality which we have been putting in your face and trying as hard for you to see it, you know. Because every time we come out here, you know, it's like we literally holding you down and holding your face and literally prizing open your eyes just for you to see what's going on, and you all still can't fucking see what's taking place, man. Go ahead, read.
And it say, they shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them. Shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces.
And shame is going to be upon them. Shame, all right? Why? Because they have no access to the pension, they have no access to the NIS, they have no access to the bank accounts, all right? The little money but they were saving up under the mattress, the life savings, they can't do nothing with it, all right? Shame is going to come upon them. Because we have been telling you all, yeah, that this year there's going to be a new money. Yeah? That is coming for you. That is Rowley 2030 agenda for you. By the way, are the elites. You laugh at that time? You laugh at that time?
Boy.
I laugh because I agree with you.
You agree with me?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. You see?
Don't feel I know. Don't feel because I all I know. I am reading, man. Yeah.
Because
I don't know that.
yeah. You know that this is the mark of the beast, right? You know that?
You decide to mash up here.
Eh?
How do you know that?
Who?
Rowley done decide to mash up here.
Yeah, he done sell it out long time.
I know that long time.
Now only Rowley come not to.
All of them.
Yeah.
I know that long time about that.
Yeah?
A man just tell me that Rowley and them ain't doing nothing. I said I will have all the trouble. He doing, but he doing for he. When you make the mistake, I'll say he ain't doing. You lost.
I don't mind that
You
you
doing,
can
but
say.
for who?
Yes.
Correct is right, you're right. You're
Nice
correct.
turtle.
You're correct.
Mr. Boy,
Yeah.
as you make the mistake, I'll say he ain't doing. You lost.
Yeah.
But
That's
you're
right.
not seeing what he's doing.
Done. He doing for elites. He doing for
The
them.
elites, he doing for he and he wants to go over him.
He, the Syrian, the white, French, close friends. That's what he's doing. He ain't doing for me and you.
Yeah, pa, very good.
But he's
Excellent.
doing.
Can.
Don't make shit up.
Daddy on point.
You're on
Don't
point,
mix it
you're
You
on
on
up.
point.
point.
You on point, Daddy.
Whoever say he ain't doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said-
Whoever say he ain't doing, you miss the ball.
Yeah.
Understand it?
True.
You can't disagree with you at all.
Understand it, Papa?
Yeah.
Pay back on me there.
All praise to Yahweh.
All praises say about Shimmy and try to real. All praises say about Shimmy and try.
Praise the Lord. Very Lord.
So after he said that he passed spliff in him out.
You see the names he called?
Yeah.
Well,
French,
well,
Syrian. And
This is
the,
what we're going to pay. You
Yeah.
don't understand. A lot of them,
Later on.
yeah man, they know you know. They know you know, but you know it's still, you see what going on with he know you know, but here what going on. Right, so as I was saying, you know, that remember the truth is this truth itself, you know, as in being in the truth, you know, it's only for a select few.
Correct.
And you know, there's a lot of people in the know, you know, but as they know, what is that? Nah, Lord go help you out here, man. Yeah? As we only know,
just to be circumspect.
yeah. As although they may be in the know, you know, they still feel that they can figure it out as my God is saying about it. They still feel they can figure it out for themselves. But he on point with what he's saying and the names we calling, the people groups we calling.
Correct.
He on point.
Knowing is one thing, but the action have to get you safe out of it.
Can.
It's another.
It's another. Can.
Yeah.
And understanding further.
Right? But go back to the scripture where you was reading.
Can.
Come on.
Right, it say, horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon their faces,
As I
and
say,
baldness upon their
shame
heads.
And baldness upon their head. You know, I say shame, you know, will come upon them. Alright? When they lost the sense of security. Alright? Because money is a sense of security. Alright? Money could help alleviate all sorts of situations that you may end up in.
Money is the defense.
Alright? Because money is a defense.
And I bring that precept. Let me bring it.
Yeah, I was
Right.
thinking about it by holding something.
That is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 12. It reads, "For wisdom is a defense." Alright, and what defense is not security.
Can.
Yeah, that's security. It secure you from what? From either destruction. Alright, if you had to go in jail now too and you pay a bail bond,
Yeah.
right? So it's a security from you going in jail, you know, and maybe a man buggering you or something happening to you.
Can.
Right? From going through a hardship.
Can.
For wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to
Can.
them that have it.
Can.
Can.
Alright? Wisdom is a defense, money is a defense, but knowledge, alright, is more knowledge, you know, is worth its weight in gold.
It's more profitable.
You understand? Knowledge profitable more than the money. Alright, because the knowledge will help you to be able to utilize the money in a proper way.
And not only that too, yeah, if I can just say something, because what I get from the precept too is that money is a defense and wisdom is a defense. Money is a defense up to this point, and wisdom, as we have wisdom, because what the scripture say, wisdom shall be the stability at that time. So I know y'all's gonna, I see your thing, I know y'all's gonna get it. That's why I make sure I say what time. Good. You can go ahead and read it out.
Because and it still go back into what I was saying too.
Yeah.
Alright, the wisdom can help you to utilize the money in a proper form. Understand? But as you rightfully said, the money could only reach you so far. Understand? Because things that is coming upon the face of the earth via the plagues that the Most High God is sending, alright, the wisdom and knowledge will be the stability at that times that he will be in.
Can because it's a really and truly, and I'm going to precept to bring here. I'll bring this and I'll bring the Isaiah page here.
You can bring them out.
It's Proverbs chapter 11. Proverbs chapter 11 verse 4. Alright, in fact, let me read from verse 3. Proverbs 11 and 3. The integrity of the upright shall guide them. So you see, but the integrity is what? Keep into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this truth, right? Shall guide them. But the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Right? Perverseness for what? Clinging on to mammon. God say can't love God and mammon.
At the same time.
Right? So that is the distinguishing factor. Those who hold to money and those who hold to the wisdom and knowledge of this truth. Right? Verse 4 say, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
And that kind of going back to what I was saying too, because the money go reaches so far in the wisdom, because the wisdom is going to need to go through all the tribulations and thing in the end, because especially when all hell break loose, right, and when it reach to the part where everything helter-skelter, nobody care if it's police, nobody care if it's president, all them thing, everybody getting it, right? Exactly. So it's like you're going to need the wisdom in that time where you're going to have money to bribe who? You can't bribe them going to shoot you and take your money regardless. They're going to kill you. You understand?
The money wouldn't even be of use.
The
money wouldn't even be of use.
Because everybody just thieving what they want and
because the money become what? The elites, the powers that be, the past, the decree, the unrighteous decree, alright, of making the fiat currency obsolete. Alright, no more. They're not producing it. They're not distributing it, all right? Because there is a new legal tender issued fiat currency, all right, by the way of digitalization, all right, by the way of digitalization and it being inserted within you,
God.
all right,
God.
via what? Via CHIP,
That's right.
yeah, which is known as the MOTB.
As I seen,
That's right.
as I seen one of the last video I did, deciphering the same song with Dax, right? Because he was talking about the same thing, and as I say, they go just be walking binary codes, you know, with
Yeah.
zeros and ones. They just
Digits,
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, correct.
That would the elites want.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is basically what
That's
it
what
is.
I want.
You know?
Because you all fail to realize, you know, this whole banking system, which we're going to get into in a bit, this whole banking system was to keep you, number one, in debt. All right, this whole banking system was created to keep you in debt. This banking system, all right, was made not for your beneficial. All right, nothing for you to benefit off of. Yeah, this banking system was paving the way for you to become the ultimate slave.
That's right.
All right, because what you have, this C.B.D.C. that is about to embark upon the face of the earth, all right, is going to literally be the worst slavery ever known to mankind. All right? Because you're literally going to be a slave to the elites. All right? You're literally going to be a slave to the elites because the elites that controls the banking system. All right? It's the elites.
Yeah,
Go ahead now.
because in the banking system is based off of debt, right? Debt. And the scripture talk about that, you know, just let me read this quick precept here. Proverbs 22 and 7.
Don't forget that, don't drop
Yeah,
that.
hold that, Proverbs 22 and 7. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender.
And that is what the banking system is based on. It's based on credit. All right, this whole banking system is based on credit. All right, it's based on credit. It's based on credit by starting from the top with the treasury, going all the way down to the average Joe. All right, who constantly had to be living and making the means by credit. All right, when you check it out, anybody whether they're going and rent an apartment or they had their own or they had the fortunate to have their own house, if they had to get a furniture set, all right, they're not going and pay cash for that.
Most time they do have the cash
Because most of the time they do have 95% out of 100 they do not have the cash to pay. All right, so you will get the items, whether it be a couch set, a bed, a refrigerator, a stove. Sometimes maybe a whole furnish, or you take out a whole thing, and you're paying everything on terms. All right, and those terms are credit because they're giving you it because you ain't pay them the full quarter. All right, and you're paying it, and we're paying it on higher purchase. All right, and higher purchase is interest, which is usury credit.
Correct. Scripture forbid that.
Can?
Yeah, scripture forbid that.
That is where it is, and it's the same thing. With even like for instance, I take credit card, and watch people, they're living on countless credit card because right, they will take a credit card from Republic Bank, and they will run into arrears and what have you, and then they will go and take another credit card from the citizens in order to pay off the one from Republic.
Yeah, that is the but really and truly it's a trap. It's a trap they put us in. You know, this devil. This devil Esau Edom is he puts us in a trap, you know, of debt. Because he know that the borrower is servant to the lender. And this is why in the so-called the World Economic Forum, so-called fourth industrial revolution, as this devil Klaus Schwab say, you know, hey, you go own nothing. Which means what? You be borrowing everything.
Yeah, you be borrowing.
But I mean what? He's an ultimate slave.
Can.
He's the ultimate slave to the system. You even own yourself. Because guess what? the shit that they put in here, when you play the squid game, as the elders say,
Can.
right, and you drink the juice, right, what will happen to you? You are patented.
Can.
Because they change your bloody DNA.
Because
Your DNA is not the same, you're no longer human. Those of you have life insurance, alright, and you want to claim your life insurance, and you took you took the jump shot, alright, and you go and claim your life insurance, they ask if you take it, and they say hey, you can no longer get it, because why? You know, you no longer a human being, you're a kaima. You're a mutant, right? That will go back to, you're a mutant, so all those insurance policies that you take out, your life savings, everything will come to nil.
Can.
Zepho.
Nil.
And if I could say something to it, because one of the main reasons why they ban a man like Andrew Tate on the web too, right? Aside from he debunking all these feminists and them, it had a video that I saw he did, right? He was talking about all these rich folks and them, right? Now, you know, he always bragging about his money, but he still know in his mind that he don't originally own anything. Because he was like, you say, yeah, you own that house, alright, let me say, you park somewhere, you get a ticket, right? You ain't pay that ticket, right? And everything, where you keep ducking it, you ain't go to court. And he says some officer, I can't remember his name, will come, yeah, your ducky thing, whatever it is, and then they keep piling up until they come and take your house, right? And they say if they could come and take your house, then they'll never own it in the first place, right? So it just goes to show. Can. Yeah. Once they could come and take your thing, you don't own it.
Effectively, they lend it to you.
Can.
Because why the government hold all the land in the country basically. They just become like water. You don't even own the water in your own body.
Can.
Like if they say water own all the water in Trinidad, because 70% of your body is water.
Can.
What I telling you? And be not slaves?
Can.
Right?
Alright? You all need to understand how serious this thing is where the central bank digital currency, alright, this new digital currency which is going to be issued worldwide. You all need to understand how serious this thing is. This thing ain't no joking matter. Alright? This thing ain't no joking matter. Alright? These people, these elites, these banking dynasties, your Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, alright, your DuPont. I even have a list of them here. Let me see if I could to find it here. Yeah, let me finish it.
Continuing Ezekiel 7 and verse 19, it said, they shall cast their silver in the streets. And
the silver is talking about money.
Can.
And the scripture when talking about silver and gold, that is real money.
Can.
Right? Go ahead.
It say, and their gold shall be removed, and their silver and their gold
shall be what? Removed.
Removed. Can.
Right, because they're going to pass draconian laws to tell you here what your money sees.
Can.
And we changing the economy crash. All the way you had any bank, worth nothing, it's worthless.
Can.
It's worthless. Then they're going to come with what? Universal basic income. I say, alright, okay, this month you get $1,000, that your stipend there. You know, and you can't spend it on every single thing you want to spend. You spend it on what we want you to spend it on.
Can.
Right?
Programmable.
You can.
Yeah. You can't buy
Programmable currency.
You can't buy 2 bags of flour if you want to.
No.
If they tell you to buy one, you buy one.
Besides that too, you wouldn't even be able to buy nothing with organic food and
Can.
healthy food. Right, if we buying GMO shit, the same shit that this devil Bill Gates us a hell. Right, you know, he buy up all the farmland and he producing what GMO crops. So this is what they're going to be selling. So they're going to be selling things to kill you. And that's why you had no choice but to buy it. Alright, so all your defense is going to be removed. Your money is going to be removed. Your defense is going to be removed. If your defense is money. Go ahead.
It say, their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
Because, you know, they make money, they're gone. Alright? They make this world, and the things of this world, they are gone. Alright, that's why 2/3 of you Israelites, you know, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians cannot come to this truth. Alright? Because the world have you so captivated. The things of this world, you know, it have your mind captivated, it caught your mind. Alright? To the point now where this whole system coming to a crash. Alright? they will end up succeeding to the system and taking that MOTD, all right? Because your vices that you have, all right, the things that you're so crave in this world, all right, you cannot be able to acquire it unless you have that MOTD. As Nagada say, you want to smoke a cigarette, you go have to take that chip. You want to smoke a weed, yeah, you go have to take that potato chip. Yeah? You wanna get something to eat, you wanna get something to drink, alright? Your children falling down in the ears because they're hungry. Alright, your wife nagging you because she's hungry. Alright? Because when I listen to the video, if I take it in good, that video with Elder Manatasa did was son.
Yeah.
And the woman who was breaking down, I forget the name of the thing about it.
The two women?
Nah, the woman by herself. Where she was talking about the S class and the C class. I forget that program is a program that coming under the whole digital sphere now, boy.
Right.
It's a program that being compatible with blockchain now, boy.
The program is called the CSRQ system software.
Right.
CSRQ.
Right.
CSRQ.
It being compatible with the blockchain.
Yeah.
Because with blockchain now, they will be able to track every transaction.
Correct.
All right, every transaction that you do, all right, with our C.B.D.C, under the C.B.D.C, all right, they will be able to track it, and this now will be working in tandem. This system with the thing in here, it will be working in tandem with the C.B.D.C and the blockchain, because this here, this system here, it coming under the basic universal
basic income.
Yeah, universal basic income.
Right.
It coming in tandem with that.
Right.
Because what they will do when they crash this whole system, all right, what they will do, as the woman say, and it makes perfect sense, where everybody, which is the 7-point-something billion, all right, people throughout the four corners of the earth will be given a stipend. That's where you're getting on. That universal basic income is a stipend of $1,000. Now, if you notice what she said, in the first month, all right, you will get not only just $1,000 digital dollars, but also 1,000 points. Point 1 being the lowest, and a point 1,000 being the highest. Which that they now going with your stay with me, yeah? That they going with your what they call it again, boy? The social credit cost system.
Yeah, because what she says is that the money gonna be converted overnight.
Right?
Overnight.
Overnight.
So that the boy being removed, they're gonna happen quickly.
Can.
Right, they're gonna be removed overnight, and then basically based on the social credit score.
Right?
Yeah, so then it will start with the same amount where you're saying there.
1,000 points.
And after that, based on who complain and who argue,
it will go down.
I was not gonna say, because she said when the mother that start a riot and thing, they will keep dropping it, and then they will have no choice but to behave because of one thing.
And then you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So now this is the situation here now. So now with that now being in place, all right, you have the people in a what's the video me and you and I was the other day? Total control is the agenda.
Correct, yeah.
That is what they want. They want total judgment control.
Correct.
So now, when they have the people under that particular control, all right, is where now the whole smart cities, your 15-minute cities, and your 20-minute towns and whatnot, all right. So now, when they give you that money, and that's before yesterday I was doing my video, I was making this point. Remember we talk about what? Programmable. The money will be programmable. Mm-hmm. You can only be able to spend on certain particular items that the money is programmed to spend on.
Correct.
So now,
But then even within a certain geographical location.
guys want to know what the thing is.
Yeah.
I will go to it because I know holding more scripture. Watch this analogy that I break down here. And this is the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Pay attention while I was doing that video to break down that analogy here. Remember this scripture here in 2nd Ezra 15. 2nd Ezra 15, bear with me. 2nd Ezra 15. Where is it? I'm moving like an invalid, sir. 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. I'm going straight to the point. 2nd Ezra 15 and 17, where it says, a man shall desire to go into his city and shall not be able. Remember the breakdown that how we used to break it down, which is on point still. That we used to say you can't get it will have checkpoints and you can't get to go to another city unless you have the CF. Alright? But Yahweh Hashem Yahshai over a period of time now, you know, he put that spirit upon us that I serve to see even deeper. Alright, pursuant to this scripture here. Because now, because back then when we was breaking, we didn't really know, we didn't have no knowledge of the C.B.D.C. and how the CHEP working in tandem with the C.B.D.C. and what have you, and the smart cities and what have you. So now, watch how deep this thing is, eh? Watch how deep this thing is. So now, you have that money, that digital money, all right? You have that money, and the items. Let me say you live in a Rima, all right? And the money only programmed to go to, because don't feel when you get that money, as me and the Rashlam used to be talking, saying in the earlies, don't feel that money is going to be redeemable in any grocery. It's going to be the conglomerates and them, your massive stores, your extra foods, your price mart,
True value and them thing. True
value and whatnot. Don't feel you will go by the friggin' by Tai Kong across the street there. No, brother man. Alright? A matter of fact, all them Chinese restaurants, all them things, they're going to shut it down.
That's the reason why they have the lockdown in the first place.
Right?
It's to shut down the economy. Last lockdown, I think over 5,000 businesses
went out of business.
Went out of business.
So
when they lock down again, what do you think is going to happen?
Right?
They're not going to have nobody, no small man will be able to come on the street and sell their water or sell their drinks, sell cigarettes,
sell our doubles.
Right? You're not going to be able to do that.
Right? So that's what I'm saying, right? So let me say you live in an arena and the money only programmed to the money on your CHEP, the money on your CHEP, it only programmed for you to make purchases within certain establishments within a REMA that is 15 minutes within your vicinity, within where you live in. Alright? Now here it is going on. The groceries that in a REMA, it don't have the items what your money, what the coupon valid for.
Correct.
But here what it is going on in Valencia, the grocery where let's say they have a True Value or they have a master store in Valencia, the items they have it in Valencia.
Stop.
But the thing is, you cannot go to Valencia because if you go to Valencia, you won't be able to purchase because the money. The digital money is only valid for you to do purchase
within the Arima district.
Yeah,
within the Arima district. Yeah, correct.
Hey,
yeah.
You see the scare. You see how scary this thing. We living in some scary times right now, and you niggas just want to freaking lollygag. Yeah, you.
They're looking to it's just brand circus.
Yeah.
Going ancient Rome.
Ancient Rome, yeah.
To placate people with these entertainment. Right, they are gladiators fighting. The same thing with carnival. Carnival is the same thing. Keep your placated, keep your mind in one place while they're looking to destroy in another way.
Can't.
Alright, you're looking to wind down, to jam, alright, looking to take a loan. You hear how stupid it is, eh? You're looking to get yourself in debt. And And then they're going to come and lock down the economy now and leave you high and
High
dry,
and dry.
without no job to pay back. They're going to own you.
Can.
They're going to own you.
Because they will come, they by all means they go. That's why they say you go own nothing and be happy. Because
Correct.
now, when you take that loan, where you go, normally when people take loan, what do they put up as collateral? The house, right?
Yeah.
The house. So when you take that loan and the economy crash and the want and by all means you have to pay back that loan,
Yeah, because you must have some collateral.
right?
Yeah.
So seeing that you have your only collateral as a defense is your house, what they do to take away the defense, your house. Alright? So now you have to go back now and rent your own house from them.
Correct.
All right, in order for you to have some sort of comfort. All right, that's why I keep on telling you all, Rowley is, and he is going to, he is a matter of fact, he didn't pass it. It's just for them to start
Implement it.
which is the property tax. It's already thing is just for them to. You understand?
Yeah. That's what it is. So if you can't pay your property tax, say, then what I'm saying, they come and take it, seize your property. They seize your property.
This C.B.D.C.
I can bring out this precept.
Huh?
This precept.
What now?
Yeah, they job 16 and 11. They say Yahweh Shimi Awashai had delivered me to the ungodly and turned me over into the hands of the wicked.
Until that days what will be, we are literally in the hands of the wicked. Alright? We are literally in the hands of the wicked, which is the so-called white man.
They own us. That's what people don't understand. Even the birth certificate.
Worse yet.
The birth certificate is traded on the stock exchange.
Yes.
Right? So that what that means, you are stocks. Right? You are stocks.
You are livestock.
Basically they're trading and buying and selling you.
Can't.
Right? This is the reason why the birth certificate have a barcode on it. Go and check it. That digital birth certificate. Check and see if it have a barcode at the bottom. You are item, you are product. Alright? You are product. The state owns it.
A perfect example of that is oh gosh. So now come out to my head there now.
Come back, but basically you are product.
Can.
The state owner, we talk about emancipation. I know emancipation, when you go into the root word of emancipation, it means a transfer of ownership. You transfer from your slave master to the state. And guess who running the state? The same people who are in slavery.
Can.
So it's just a sham. It's all a sham.
Can.
We are still slaves.
Independence there.
Yeah, we still at a board. You can't go and buy a piece of land or a house cash. Right? You don't have the money to do that. Right? You have to go and they artificially set the prices of these things very high. Out there. Why? To make you go into debt. To make you a servant. That's the reason why they do that. That's the reason why these cars overpriced. Go in the showroom here. When you go in the States, the price of these cars probably about 3 times cheaper. Right? 2 to 3 times cheaper.
Yeah.
Right?
Because
they want you to be a slave for life.
Because a dollar is a dollar in every country.
Correct.
A dollar is a dollar.
Correct.
A dollar is a dollar.
Yeah, they're correct. This is why they have all these schemes by with the car companies. Sometimes they don't even buy from the principal, from the dealer. They buy through okay, for example, Nissan, Honda, all these places. They buy through America, and America sell it down here because why? They get more and more markup, they get more money, and here what they keep us in the so-called third world even more in debt. Even more in debt.
And they know them could more than afford it, so when they have it at them high price, that is small money for them.
Yeah,
but it's catch so we
even up there they still have to take people still take
loan and thing, yeah.
So far more down here.
Can.
Far more down here. We are real slaves. Because the more in debt you are, the more a slave you are.
Can.
The more in debt you are, the more of a slave that you are.
No more just go back in this, right? So reading over this first part here, it say Yahweh Shimi Awashai had delivered me to the ungodly and turned me over into the hands of the wicked, because we transgress, right?
God.
Verse 12 it say, I was at ease, but he had broken me asunder. He had also taken me by my neck and shaken me to pieces and set me up for his mark.
And that the yoke there too.
God.
By the neck. It was an iron yoke in slavery. Now it's an economic yoke.
Soon it's going to be a digital freaking yoke. Yeah, a digital yoke, because once you take that digital identification All right, because you cannot have access to this to Esau's C.B.D.C, the money, unless you have unless you have your digital identification. All right, because they have, if you notice now with these banks, all right, they have something called know your customer, a policy called know your customer. So it's no longer your ID card you're using to identify yourself. All right, they will give you a specific number and what have you, and you have to know that number. You have to be able to produce that number in front of them, and they will type it up and see if it's syncing with the information on your ID card and what have you.
Okay, ID card really have a number on it.
Right?
Sorry, number.
You understand? So that would have now know your customer. So with this whole digital thing here now, all right, it's the same thing. All right, you have your digital ID and what have you, and any transaction that you have to make, any transaction that you have to make, you have to produce your digital form of identification before you could even make any purchase. All right, and all that will be programmed within this little device that is small as a rice grain.
Okay, see that part where it's saying the ID chip, and then it had the antenna, then tissue bonding cap, so all section of to deal with that.
Yeah.
So you're showing your ID first, then you're paying and all them thing after. It's showing everything on that small little that little device there.
But yet still it's a dumb niggas, all right? They know themselves, all right? Want to have all sorts. They have about 5 million different breakdowns for what the MOTB is, but not speaking what the MOTB truly is.
Correct. You want to hear a good one, Ak?
But it's so loud.
What you paid, boy? What is where's the Lord's mark? Where's the Lord's mark?
Tower?
No, but we know that, right?
Yeah.
But we know it has the marker exemption. And when he asks, it's Nate, right? He asks the congregation, and a man answer, he say, it's the law, right? The law, statutes, and commandments, right? And then he was like, so alright, if that is the Lord's mark, where's Esau's mark? He says sin. And he was like, well, alright, talk done. And I was like, bruh, so because the Lord's mark is that, it means, alright, Esau's mark is in opposite then. And he never even went into no scripture, eh? He just said that and he said, well, alright, that is a day.
Nonsense. But these men so loud. These men preaching for money. Filthy lucre. Right? The same thing and a lot of these pastors too. You know, a lot of in these churches they used to say, alright, yeah, we know the motive is. Right? We know the potato chip. Right? But now a lot of these pastors and these priests, they're going to be changing it up now. They're going to be saying, boy, nah, it's not that, you know. This thing is a good thing. This potato chip that they bring in is a good thing.
They go bring it forward to the people, because you see, it's because people waking up, don't get it twisted there.
Yeah.
Although you know, some of these Negroes, you know, they just, as I say, the head so far up the ass, all they can see is the shit. But then it had those who waking up, but still they refuse to repent and come back to your Hawabasha, Yahshua, come back to your nationality. Alright? They feel, well, you know, Jesus Christ will alleviate the problems for them. Jesus Christ will take the wheel. The blood of Jesus and all that bag of nonsense. That's why the scripture says, for my people are foolish, man. They are foolish, they are stupid, they are selfish children.
They have not known me.
Can't. This C.B.D.C would have bring in here central bank, and the thing about it is all you Negroes who have money, and say you're going into cryptocurrency and cryptocurrency, your cryptocurrency is going to be null and void. Alright? Because the powers that be, starting from the Bank of International Settlement, which is the central banks of all central banks, coming down to the central bank in your own country, all right, they will not be recognizing any sort of monetary form outside of the C.B.D.C. because cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and all these things are decentralized.
Now, a funny thing is too as well, these guys, they own the majority of those things in Bitcoin.
Can.
What about when Elon Musk started to make statements, all right, about Bitcoin, and the value went way down one time.
Can.
But I show you, they in control of those things. You know, you have something called speculation, right? You know, and these guys, they just need to say something bad about it, and you know, and basically it affect the whole price, everything. In one day that could crash. In one day it could crash. All right. So these people in control of that. So you're going to put your eggs in that basket.
Can.
Yeah, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time.
This is going to be the biggest I told you so moment to hit upon the face of the earth. Alright? You see what's going on with the economy right now? Yeah? Give me Zephaniah 1 and 10.
I think I want to finish up here.
Yeah, you read and we will go to Zephaniah 1 and 10. You read.
Remember to finish it. I just want to come out. Ecclesiastes 12 and verse, see the verse I reach. Ecclesiastes 12 and maybe over verse 3, it says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble and the strong men shall bow
That's
themselves.
beautiful way you do.
Yeah.
And right as soon as you've done that,
Yeah.
you will read that.
Can.
Beautiful.
And the strong men shall bow themselves and the grinders cease.
And the grinders cease,
Because
which
they
is
are few.
because they are few, which is what? No work.
Gone.
No work. Alright? No
Gone.
work. Because why no work? Because the economy is in tatters. The economy going on into tatters. Alright? In shambles, they say, yeah, in shambles.
Yeah. Shambles.
Alright? Because why? The fiat currency, which is a debt-based currency, alright? A credit-based currency, any economic structure that put its base and foundation on credit and debt will never stand.
Correct.
It will always fall. Always. Take a good look. Take a good look at the go and do your research on the Great Depression back then in the 1930s. All right. Because that same nonsense we're doing now, right now, which is bringing down the economy, the U.S. economy, which is actually going into the world economy, because the U.S. dollar is the world reserve currency. It's the same thing that was taking place back then. The same thing was taking place back then. All right? And when the Great Depression had taken place, what was going on? No jobs, no nothing. All right? The economy was at a standstill. Same thing with Germany after World War One, all right, and the Versailles Treaty and whatnot, where it was actually instructed by the elites through the puppet leaders, all right, that they put a stringent measure on Germany, where they had was to pay back and build over the whole of Europe that was destroyed through World War One. All right, Germany had was to foot that bill, and it was a heavy bill to pay. All right, and it ended up leaving the economy in tatters, because that bill was a debt. That whole debt, which wasn't taken up by all these nations, all right, they would do that. They slammed that whole debt on Germany. All right. And that is why Germany was in that, until Hitler was to borrow money from the Rothschilds and them. All right? To catch back the economy, because back then, you used to see them going it with a barrow full of money just to buy a loaf of bread. Yeah? You're seeing bills holding the currency of $1 million, $1 million bill. And just imagine you rolling with a barrel full of that just to buy a loaf of bread.
It's coming back again.
Can. That is what you call over hyperinflation there, so that take place. Go ahead, continue.
Right? Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 4. In fact, I'm going to finish off verse 3.
Yeah.
Right? And the grinders cease because they are few.
Go ahead.
And those that look out the windows be darkened.
And those that look out the windows be what?
Darkened.
Go ahead.
And the doors shall be shut in the streets.
And the doors shall be shut in the streets.
When the sound of the grinding is low.
Which is what these business places. Alright? Because they're going to come down with another lockdown again. And this lockdown that they're coming with is going to be like if it was freaking steroids. Yeah? It's going to be like if it was steroids.
And then you know why too?
And they're going to enforce every single measure with this lockdown here. It ain't going to have no leniency.
You know why I don't have no leniency? Because the good Prime Minister sold it out to the W, to the H and the O. Right? And when they come in, when that who come in, right, they're not going to care who you are. Right, they're going to lock. Just like what you saw in China, happening in China, it's going to happen right here. People were hanging out the windows in all these apartment buildings.
Screaming and bawling.
Because why? They're starving to death. They're starving to death. People start to have that battle between one another, who have tomatoes, who have bread, you gotta exchange. Because white people are starving, and it's going to happen right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? You're going to be locked up in your house. Your own house is going to be a jail. Your own house is going to be a jail. Right? You will be screaming for pain in your belly.
You know what we're going to enforce it now?
Yeah.
That famine, that great famine that the Lord bringing in Trinidad here.
Yeah.
Right? For all the pride and for all your wickedness. You see when World War III break out? See when World War III break out? And submarines start to traverse the sea, start to traverse the Gulf of Paria and the Atlantic Ocean and what have you. Alright? And torpedoing merchant ships. Yeah? Torpedoing merchant ships where they have no choice but to close down the port because no ships can come in. Because 99% of the food in this country are with us imported.
Correct.
99% of the food here with us imported. And our next reason to that is going to bring it, all right, when this US dollar crashes, all right, the TT dollar is going to fall because the TT dollar is backed by the US dollar and the US dollar is backed by nothing. Correct. So if the US dollar is backed by nothing and the TT dollar is backed by the US dollar, what does that say is for you? Yeah, what does that say is for you?
It's nothing like you ever seen before.
Then
back in the 80s, you had Prime Minister Robertson who went and he was vexed at him.
That he went by the article was the IMF or
yeah.
the World Bank.
Yeah,
correct. To get a big loan to bail out Trinidad.
He also increased taxes on all these things that they bring back the economy back online. Right, you know what I mean? And people were bawling and crying and cussing them out, but what's coming here is nothing like that. It's going to be way worse
than that.
Way worse.
Way worse.
People are going to be crying. That precept, they just bring out there in Ezekiel, the 7th chapter. They talk about how put on sackcloth. That's no joke. Right? You're going to be hungry, you want no food to eat. Right? Your belly going to be burning here, your children going to be burning here. Hey, cannibalism going to come back in a big way.
Can.
Women go be eating their children. Little babies, they bring out the hospital, right? As if you can't even make them in the hospital, alright? You're gonna be putting them in the pot and cooking them.
Baking them.
This happened to me all before. And the scripture said there's nothing new under the sun. It happened before, it's gonna happen again. Alright? But when you see these things come to pass, you know the Lord not gonna hold you guiltless, because why? You've been told. Right? That's what we're coming out here to do. We're coming out here to tell you the truth, to tell you what's coming to pass.
Son, you all live in the C.B.D.C. is going to be it's not just a living nightmare and a walk nightmare. Yeah? It's going to be an awoke nightmare. Continue with the scripture there.
Gone. Ecclesiastes 12.
Come to that
12
scripture,
and verse 4 say, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, right, the alarm clock, birds whistling, right, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Yeah, no carnival. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Or ain't gonna have no friggin' carnival and no big fete and this and that and the other, no big show to go in, no Taurus Riley and Movado and all them big artists. Yeah, that upholds wickedness, that this wicked world uphold and hold, you know, and uphold it in great dignity. They are all going to be brought low because it ain't going to have nothing for them to, it ain't going to have no show for them to perform. No movie for them to star in. Go ahead up. Read that.
There is a for now 1 and 10. It say, and it shall come to pass.
And it shall what?
And it shall come to pass.
Which means it will happen.
Shall come to pass.
Yeah? They're the word of the Lord. They're the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright? But yet you dumb niggas is want to watch we as the madmen. Right?
And it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord, that Gone. It say, and in that day it shall come to pass, said the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate.
From the what?
From the fish gate.
That fish gate represents the stock market. That fish gate represents the global stock market. It represents Wall Street. That cry represents what? The crashing of the global economy. That cry going into the stock market, going into a crash. Alright? The whole monetary system coming to a crash. Alright? Because the world economy is in so much a debt. It's in so much a debt because of these banking elites. It's in so much a debt because of these banking elites that they can't bail out themselves. Alright? And this is how serious it's gonna come. Alright? Me and you do the video the other day concerning bank bailings. Where all you who deposited your money in the banks, when the banking system come into a crash, it's your money. Eh, it ain't gonna be no like back then with Clico and whatnot. We're manning pelt out money. We're manning pelt out money and give to these financial institutes who was in deep trouble and bail them out. No. It's gonna have bail-ins, bank bail-ins, where your money, the depositor's money, is going to be used to say they're bailing out the banks. Right? There's a difference between bail-out and bail-ins in the banking structure. Continue up.
It say, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
And a great crashing from the hills, which is what? The governmental structure. Alright, all these governments is going to crash. Alright, which is going to make way for the world government. Alright? That is going to be ushered in by the way of the UN. And that is going to be controlled by a significant handful of these elites. These banking dynasties, as I had them there. Let me see. Look, that's there. Hold your hand there.
bring what I say 24 after.
Yeah. But yeah,
Good.
I feel then
Read up time.
we'll get some scriptures. I will call out some scriptures for the together.
you go bring it rapid fire.
Yeah, now man say we gotta bring it rapid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we talk airplane.
Yeah, correct. Maybe let's expect it more.
Alright, and the banking elites here, you have what? Right, the 13 banking dynasties. You have the Baring, the Ambrose, Lazard, Erlanger, Warburg, and Warburg you will read up what? Yeah, and sit
So you don't
yeah, right?
Yeah, but then take a look there.
Can Warburg,
Warburg.
yeah. Schroeder, Seligman, Spears, Maribald, Malek, Cole, yeah, and the top of the top, Morgans, the Oppenheimers, the DuPonts, and then the cream of the creme de la creme, the fucking Rothschilds. Yeah? These are the banking dynasties that have that is going to bring hell on earth. Yeah, these are the banking dynasties that is going to bring hell on earth. Right? This what taking place. Go ahead up. I said it? I think I said it?
Nah. I'm gonna read down to like verse 13.
No.
Yeah, there.
Well, it was to go into anyway, you could go and read it.
Right? So there's the situation here. Alright, because it's a bunch of usury. And the scripture talks against that. Alright? The scripture talks against that. Right? When you go to
Again,
yeah, go ahead now. Kyle, whole Exodus.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 25.
Alright, so
It reads,
Kyle, whole Exodus, whole Deuteronomy 23
Yeah.
and 19.
Right. It reads, if thou lend money to any of thy people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer.
And funny enough, alright, because it's these ish people that set up the whole banking system. It's them, which we're going to read just now. It's they that set up the whole banking system.
Correct.
And as the scripture say here in Sirach, read over that scripture again, Baba Kusha.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 25. If thou lend money to any of my people
Right on
that
the
is
scripture.
poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury.
Right? And this is the thing here.
Interest.
Right? In interest, right? Right?
Yeah.
In interest. Right? And this is the thing here. This whole system, alright? This whole system, Esau not showing, as Amalek not showing no partiality, whether it be with his usury monetary system. He not showing no partiality, alright? With you had the Deuteronomy there?
Yeah.
You're not showing no partiality, alright? With his own people, the rest of the heathens, and Jake.
Right now?
Using the bribery, using the usury, alright? All across the board.
Correct.
Right? Read that scripture for me.
It's 23 and what?
23 and 19.
19. Right. There Deuteronomy 23 and 19 it says, thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother.
Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother. Go ahead.
Usury of money, usury of victuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury. Unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury.
Unto a stranger thou shalt lend usury, interest unto a stranger. Alright? Unto a stranger. Now these people call themselves the Jews, right? These people call themselves the Jews. And they just talk about Torah and Torah and Torah and Torah. Read it over again. They the Torah we reading from here.
Right. It says, unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury, but unto thy brother thou shalt not lend upon usury.
Alright. But this is but here the thing with Esau. This is Sirach 14 and 5. Sirach 14 and 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good? If he not even, I say he ain't showing partiality and say, all right, well, the niggers and the spicks and the wetbacks, I will use usury upon them and what have you, and the rest of the feeding. But my people, nah, I ain't gonna do that to my people. No, all across the board. All across the board. Esau doing wickedness and using usury, all right, which is wicked banking system, all right, to gain all. So as it says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is the recompense of his wickedness. All right? Because they envy, when they say they envy themselves, they envy their own people. All right? You have the lower class Edomites, all right, envying Amalek, all right, because Esau is a house split, Edom is a house split, all right, because Amalek reaping all the rewards. Right? Amalek reaping all the rewards. Right? Continuing. And if he do it good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. Yeah, at the last he will declare his wickedness, which is this. Alright? When this whole system crash, alright, and they come with a solution for you, they will bring a solution in such a way you would think, well, you know, they're looking to they're really seeking an interest to alleviate the situation, alleviate the problem. Right? But at the last, he will declare his wickedness. You all will really get to see what this whole system is all about. This whole monetary system is all about.
Correct.
Because it's all about usury.
Correct.
Yeah, it's all about usury. This monetary system ain't for you to gain anything. Alright, fiat currency, all these dumb niggas on the music video with WhatsApp cash, big WhatsApp cash. Nigga, that ain't shit. In the elite's eyes, they know that ain't shit. You know what data's freaking flaunt on? The freaking vaults of gold, boy. These were them that's vaunt on, boy. These were them that's pick up the chest and beat up the chest with vaults of gold. When you haven't freaking a bunch of paper. Yeah, a matter of fact, now, we don't even have paper that was plastic. You can't wipe your ass with that. Because it go slide. You understand?
Nah, correct, yeah.
It's plastic again, you understand?
Right? And we think only bullion banks.
Right?
Bullion banks, the gold and silver bullion, own it. The same men,
It's the same
list of
men.
that
That are now called there.
Yeah, the bullion banks. They have only gold and the silver. Right? The white men like what's his name?
Proverbs 28 and
Gosh, what's the guy name again? 1971 Nixon.
Yeah.
Nixon, and then I know they and even before that, they basically make it illegal to pay the whole gold.
Gold, yeah.
But they want all
In
for
the 30s,
themselves.
yeah, in the
They
30s, yeah.
wanted all for themselves. It was a scheme thing for them to get
All the gold.
true money, the
Yeah, the
riches.
true money.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I make that video concerning Gaddafi. Because what you have to understand is this, and the deeper sense, as I said in that video, and I will say it again, the deeper meaning of the assassination of Muammar Gaddafi, it wasn't just only because his gold dinner would have crashed the world reserve currency, which is the US dollar, you know. Anytime they had allowed that to happen, this would have been a challenge for them to implement.
True.
Because the goal would have been putting back the power in the people's hands.
Correct.
Anytime,
Because it's a defense.
right?
True money, but that notice they didn't say that scripture say money is a defense. What are you going to have with money? It's gold and silver.
Yeah.
So real money. It's real money.
That's the reason why. Because if he did manage to, for the whole of Africa, all right, is that everybody now would have to get rid of the dollars and start to trade in gold.
God.
And with that now, they wouldn't have been able to manipulate and what have you and come out with a C.B.D.C and what have. So the hard was to get rid of he. The hard was to get rid of he. Right? Was where you holding there?
I was holding one day, but you bring it up.
Proverbs 28 and 8.
Yeah, 24 to 1.
Yeah. Proverbs 28 and 8.
Gone. Proverbs 28 and 8 it say.
Is that holding it here?
You holding Proverbs 28 and 8?
That's one I was holding to bring out, but yes, well, I just spread then.
Let's
That's tonight here.
see, bring it out.
Alright. This Proverbs 28 and verse 8. I read in the NLT. It says, income from charging high interest rates will end up in the pocket of someone who is kind to the poor. Right? And that's what we're going to. But eventually, all this wickedness that Esau sowing and all the usury, it's not going to profit them.
Gone.
It's not going to profit. We're going to come back to the elect of Israel.
Gone.
Right? The Most High, God detests the prayers of a person who ignores the law.
Gone.
And this is what they do. They break any law by charging usury. By having usury. Now we're reading the NLT now, right? Proverbs 28 and 8. He that by usury and on gain and on unjust gain increaseth his substance, he shall gather it for him that will pity the poor.
Right? He shall gather it for him that pity the poor, which is who? Children of Israel.
Of Israel.
Right?
Man. That's right.
All that usury and what have you been doing, all right? You think they're gonna have it, you know, because the inward thought is that the houses shall continue. No, it ain't gonna continue forever.
Can look at Yapa because look at now the apostles are now sent through a video on that. He say, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
Can,
Right?
can,
He's
can.
correct.
Right?
See that?
Give me Ezekiel 18:13. Over from Psalms 55. Right? When we done them two scripture,
Yeah.
then you go into to the
Is it now?
I think it's up on thing too.
This
Yeah,
Ezekiel.
I've written down it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They-
Ezekiel 18:13.
Gone. The Ezekiel 18 and 13 it say had. You must start from 12?
Yeah, go ahead now.
Yeah, it say but I start from 11 because
You
just
think?
yeah, you must start from 11. It say and that do it not any of those duties. Actually no.
Start from 10.
10, yeah. I'm gonna go from 10, yeah. It say Ezekiel 18 and 10 it say if he begat a son that is a robber, a shedder of blood, and that do it
Who the fuck is that?
Esau.
Starting with Amalek.
Done.
Starting with them issues. Them small hatters. It's just so wicked. You know, they do all that wickedness. Now they don't want nobody to mention the name. Right? That's why they're trying to put steps in place now for us not to. We can't even call the name. They say these are the ones doing the wickedness. Right?
We call it what? Anti-Sem.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Gun. Right? It say and that do it the like to any one of these things, and that do it not any of those duties, but even had eaten upon the mountains and defiled his neighbor's wife, had oppressed the poor and needy, had spoiled by violence, had not restored the pledge, and had lifted up his eyes to the idols, had committed abomination, had given forth upon usury, and had taken increase. Shall he then live?
And all that is what Esau Edom is guilty of.
All of it.
That whole list there.
All of it.
That whole list there is what Esau Edom guilty of.
All of it. All of it.
Continue work and that with the Lord asking, shall he then live?
He say he shall not live.
He shall what?
He shall not
He
live.
shall not live.
He had done all these abominations. He shall surely die.
Can.
His blood shall be upon him.
And his blood shall be upon him.
And go be upon the earth too.
Can.
But the scripture says the earth can't be cleansed, but by the blood of those who shed the blood.
Can. You understand? Because you see, all what they do, abomination is the worst of sins. And the wages of sin
It's
is
death.
death. Because all what you implementing is a lifestyle of Antichrist. Alright? It's a lifestyle of Antichrist. All what you're promoting. Alright? to take away the defense of the people and how the people like freaking oh gosh, where's an animal that can't really defend? What animal you know that can't defend themselves at all?
A seahorse.
What?
A seahorse. Because them can't do nothing at all. Them is to move with the thing, and anything is to attack them can't get away.
Can't.
Yeah.
Alarm defenseless.
All kind of animals. There are plenty of animals that are real defenseless.
And that's what they're bringing the world into.
But seahorse ridiculous. It can't defend itself at all. It can't even swim and thing. It just move with the current of the water.
Current.
So it can't do nothing. And that is that's a good example to it, because that is how people, because they blind to the truth. Right? The Lord blind them. So they can't come to the truth. So they have to move with the current.
And the current is with the media,
yeah,
and all these things, you know. Them being perfectly well programmed now, boy.
Can.
Perfectly well programmed. Come with the Psalms now.
It's Psalm 15 and verse 5.
What?
He that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent, he that doeth these things shall never be moved.
Shall never be moved.
But I'll read it in the NLT too. It reads, those who lend money without charging interest, and who cannot be bribed to lie about the innocent. We're going to these other wicked camps too.
Can.
Right?
Can.
Right? Such people will stand firm forever.
Can.
What are you talking about?
Talking about the righteous.
Elect.
Which is of the nation of Israel.
Can.
But you see, the thing is, Esau, Edom does opposite pertaining to that scripture.
That's right.
Alright, and we're gonna go into a little bit of history here concerning how these Amalekites, alright, started up the banking dynasties. Alright? And then we will just go back to some scriptures and we'll call it off there. Because from the inception of the Illuminati, alright, from the inception of the Illuminati, total control was their agenda, alright. And Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shai, what he do? He give them the tools, alright, and the technology and what have you, for them to reach the point where they reach now, where they could finally achieve the goal. Alright? There's where it is here. Yeah? You all know the nightmare, all this repeat myself, the nightmare, the freaking literal nightmare, boy. When the C.B.D.C possesses this centralized, alright, centralized under who? The government? No, centralized under the elites, because the elites own the central bank. Rowdy don't own shit. The central bank is not controlled by the government.
Rowley don't even own him out. He had to say what them tell him to say.
The central bank is owned by who? The Rothschilds and these people. Alright, and these are the people that pick your government. You only have the illusion by lining up in a freaking line by a polling station, saying you're exercising a franchise to choose, you know, to choose your next leader. That's a facade that you have been, a facade you have been given.
And that, you know, it's a good, it's somebody that bring it out at time, right? With the whole thing between Joe Biden and we named Donald Trump. It's how Donald Trump, by the votes, Donald Trump was supposed to win, but they think it and say how Joe Biden win.
Through the electorate, the electorate college, and the electorate college is the elites and them.
Can.
When it's the same thing with Hillary Clinton and Trump.
Yeah.
I remember it in there too.
Can?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Hillary Clinton and Trump. They say Hillary Clinton was the one that got the most of the votes or whatever, but it was the electorate college that choose he. You understand?
That's what, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
a sham. It's a
right?
big sham.
It's a sham
they're so ignorant to be
because it goes all the way back. Just hold the tape there. It goes all the way back to what? Give me Revelation 13:11. And you don't get this here.
There is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 11. Right? It reads, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he had spake as a dragon."
And he had spake as a dragon. That 2 horns like a lamb, alright? That 2 horns like a lamb, that go back to what? That go back, that beast, you know, when they come back, when they came back into power, they fall back under that same Roman structure, that same Roman system of governance and what have you, alright? By the way of the 2-party system, alright? But you see, the thing is, democracy,
Yeah.
alright? But you see, the thing is, the rulers, the so-called rulers that be the puppets, alright? You didn't choose them. Yeah? It's the elites that chose them and presented them to you under the facade that
They voted.
yeah, the vote and the winner election. Alright? But that goes all the way back to the Romans, which we're going to read here. First Maccabees 8, and I will start at verse 12. Alright? It reads, "But with their friends such as relied upon them, they kept amity, and they that had conquered kingdoms, both far and nigh, insomuch as all that heard of their name were afraid of them." This is the Romans here we're reading about here. Verse 13, "Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign." Yeah? So they're showing you here that they were the ones that they would choose to reign over our kingdom, reign over our people.
Same thing for all the idols in Egypt, and celebrities and all that.
Can,
They're chosen.
can,
They can't come on and just do what they want to do. Right? Because why? They have an influence over the people.
can. And whom they would they displace, and whom they would they displace. If they don't like you, alright, if you're not going with the agenda that they put you there for to carry out, they will displace you.
Kanye West, eh?
Right?
Good.
Alright? Finally, that they were greatly exalted. Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby. And it's the same thing today with these elites. You don't see these elites dressing in such expatiating way as you would see a Negro who has money want to put on the biggest chain and bling out, you know, or $1,500, $3,000, $4,000, $6,000 Prada on the foot, you know, and Gucci this and Gucci that, and Balenciaga this, and you don't see the so-called white man in such attire.
He just in suit and tie.
As simple and not even the most expensive Armani suit and what have you. Simple suit, simple tie. Yeah? Take a look at the sabgas on them. Look at the attire. They don't attire in such ways as how these dumb niggas here, and the pants quite under the ass and all. No. A sabga pull up here now, you wouldn't even know that it's a sabga. A abud pull up here now, you wouldn't even know that it's a abud. Right? And these are the people that have all the influence. Alright, these are the people that make all the policies these are the ones that make the laws.
Correct.
Not your government. In America, they have a thing called AFLAC. AFLAC is a thing with a group with all these major companies, Colgate and Coca-Cola, all these big major company, Unilever, all these things. It's them, a big group, all right, and they are the ones that draft all the legislations and whatnot and send it to the Congress. All right, and it's the same thing down here. They are the ones that draft up all the laws and whatnot and send it to freaking Parliament. Right? So it reads, right, and yet for all this none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a Senate house. Yeah? That scripture in Revelation 13:11, it is speaking about your house of Senate. Alright? Your Republicans and the Democrats. In Jamaica you have your JLP and your PLP. Down here is your PNM and your UNC. Right? Your Senate house is nothing new under the sun. Yeah? Continuing. Moreover, how they made for themselves a Senate house wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people to the end that they might be well ordered. You understand? And this is what they've been doing. These 350 men, all right, they were the ones, will sit down in the council, all right, and we will choose this one to lead here, to rule over this province here. MPs, right?
And that could also go back to Micah where he said to sit around the round tables and things too.
Well, all that, yeah. You understand? And they would bring forth across the world, all right, and what they call it democracy. All right? They call it democracy and the false banking system to uphold that friggin' shit they call democracy. You can go into it now. Go to page 75 in the Iswa. Yeah, go into page 75. Yeah man. You don't know. Yeah man. Yeah, page 75.
Ready? Alright, this is the book Who is Esau Edom? Right, page 75. Economic control.
Economic control. Alright, and we will see who is the one that controlling the world economy. Go ahead.
The history of money and monetary control is a history of freedom and slavery.
Of freedom of what?
And slavery.
And slavery.
Right?
Because they're bringing the world currency, the world currency, which is the US dollar, all right, along with your respective country fiat currency, is a debt-based currency. And once your country always in debt, all right, you will always be a slave to the elites. Go ahead.
Right. This is to say economic bondage or economic freedom. The Jews have long been adept at the primary means for putting other people under economic bondage via banking.
Via what?
Banking.
Via banking.
Money lending and usury.
All right? High interest rates. Exuberant interest rates. All right? To this day, America can self pay back the first set of debt from the first set of batch of money they take from the Civil War and what have you. To this day. Yeah?
Wow.
America is over 70-something trillion in debt. And out of that 70-something trillion dollars, 40-something billion and counting is for that 20-year war they had in Afghanistan and Iraq. Yeah? Because they had was to borrow from the Federal Reserve in order to invade Afghanistan and Iraq.
Correct.
Right? And we didn't talk about the Vietnam War. That was to borrow money for that and they still didn't pay back that debt.
Can't pay it back for the GDP, the gross domestic product.
Way
Way less.
Way less.
So everything that America produced on income that she received, the revenue that she received, right, goes straight back to paying them debts.
So-
Right? Every man, woman and child, you paying them debts.
Grant,
How are you doing?
How
Living to pay
yeah,
them
you
debts.
living to pay off them debts.
Yeah.
Right? So what going on is this, your debt percentage, it 4, 5, 6, 7 times higher than your GDP. Anytime your debt, any economist will tell you this. Yeah. Any economist will tell you this. Anytime your debt percentage is higher than your GDP, your economy is destined for doom. No two ways about it. Your blasted economy is destined for doom. Alright? Because you're borrowing more than producing. You're taking more than you could give out.
Yeah. Too highly geared. Yeah, eventually we must crash.
You will crash.
It's just
You
a
will
matter
fucking crash.
kicking the can down the road, they're going to go so far.
Can.
Eventually you bounce up a
A
wall.
brick friggin' wall.
Yeah.
That's going to fall on you.
Correct.
Where up?
Say the use and control of usury, the loaning of money at interest, is a powerful tool for gaining financial domination over others.
Right? And that's what they have been, that's what they do. They're the system they implement. Alright? And where they have the advantage over the whole world. Alright? Proof is this. That's just proven. Because because them with the snap of a finger, could make your fiat currency come obsolete. And that's what they're doing. By the snap of a finger, alright, they're gonna shut down this world economy because they are the ones that are controlling it.
Correct. Right.
So the power is in their hands. According to what you rightfully say, pursuant to Micah 2 and 1. The power is in their hands, so they could shut it down and come with the great reset. Right? Come with the great reset and bring forth a new currency, alright, to have you under the worst slavery ever known to mankind. Alright? Because the system, the monetary system that Yahweh Basham Yahushai had set up in the Torah, alright, it was a system for us to prosper. Yeah, it was a system for us to prosper.
Correct.
But we can't prosper off of this system here that this monetary. Oh.
Okay, we shall lend to them and we shall not borrow.
Can.
Right? But it's the opposite way around now.
Can. We had to borrow from them and them, you understand them lending to we had to borrow from them.
Not only borrowing, but we had to pay usury too.
Can.
You know?
Word
We'll
up.
continue here. Say, the loaning of money at interest is a powerful tool for gaining financial domination over others. Not only is the borrower servant to the lender, Proverbs 22 and 7, because of the debt he owes, but he must also pay more than what he borrowed
Can.
by making one's ability to pay off a debt more difficult.
Can.
Right, which is what they do, especially via the credit card system too. Right, try high interest.
No,
Right.
it's not mother, it's not mother.
Right? The lender can take possession of property put up as security, as what collateral.
Collateral.
This is what it's all about. So you have to put up collateral to get the loan, to borrow the money. Alright, and then they charge you exuberant, usually rates, interest rates. Right? Knowing that you wouldn't be able to pay them off, so what? They take you as collateral and everything you own.
Can.
Right? The Jewish Talmudi allows the use of usury by recognizing several different modes of obtaining increase.
Can.
Right? And that's telling you how these devils, because the Talmud and the Bible are contrary to one another.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with that with this Talmud then, if that's the case? If you go by Torah, as they rightfully say, Torah tell you don't charge usury unto your brother. Alright?
And as I say, they ain't showing no partiality.
No.
No partiality. They're fucking up everybody.
Correct. Across the board.
Yeah.
That's why they won't follow Edomites or other tribes. They hate them.
Can.
You know?
Selling them out too.
Can.
Yeah. That's what the Lord said. Yeah. Psalm 64.
Can.
Right?
The
own mouth.
mouth.
Yeah, because of that. It's because of that.
Can, yeah.
You know? That's why Lord said they are greatly despised. Lord, we're talking especially about this group of people. Amalek. Lord said you will have war with Amalek from age to age.
Can.
They are the real ones. They are the real devils.
Can.
All Edomites are devils, but they are the real devils.
Devils, yeah.
Alright? The top devils.
High class.
High class devils, yeah.
S
Yeah.
class.
Upper echelon.
Upper echelon, yeah.
Yes.
Upper
class on them.
echelons of fucking devilry.
Correct.
Fuckers.
Devils, right. Hey, the Jewish Talmud allows the use of usury by recognizing several different modes of obtaining increase or interest from money loan. Right?
Different modes and different ways of
Wickedness. Wickedness. Yeah? And I was talking last time. You know, they want to stop off the tip of the little tree and run.
You understand?
Devils, but hey, the Bible, however, prohibits, and that's in the Talmud too. The Bible, however, prohibits any and all increase, interest, or gain when there is a loan of money, food, or anything.
Now he going off a bit there because it could be reading the scripture, which was Deuteronomy 23
Yeah.
and
19.
25. That
No, not 25 and 19. 23 and 19.
23 and 19
Yeah.
Salakia, where you could only use usury against the heathens,
Correct.
but still you had to do it. You can't do it like how Esau doing it with over
Piling
exuberance.
up.
Correct.
You understand where I'm coming from? You could use it, all right. But what the scripture say, everything is in moderation.
Correct.
You understand?
Yeah, correct.
Everything is lawful, but not expedient.
But and even something you like to the loans that they offer too. You know, they're going on 7, 8, 9 years now. That's what they're doing now. You know, when the scripture talk about, you know, after the 7th year, you're supposed to be that's supposed to be forgiven.
Forgiven, yeah.
Right, and done away with. They're not going to do that.
No.
They suddenly a bloody thing after you to run you down.
They like the
That's
same
why
thing
they
I
have the
see.
IRS.
Yeah, the IRS.
They like the same.
Them bailiff and all them
Bill,
people.
yeah.
I think, yeah, that we say the bailiff, yeah.
Yeah, they
Because
send
that
the
we say in the
bailiff
video.
after
Because
Right,
when
forgiven what?
to take your house and them
Take
kind
your
of
house,
thing.
to take your car,
Yeah.
right?
Anything.
Wherever you hold as collateral,
Can.
they take it. You know, wherever you had the loan for, they take it.
Can. And it's always there's always keep increasing it though. Like you say, it's supposed to be forgiven.
Yeah.
Them not doing that.
Nah,
Instead
nah.
of them increasing it
Listen,
over.
and then they have arrears.
Yeah.
They have arrears.
when Jake can't pay, like what happened just the other day in the lockdowns, right? And Jake lose income and Jake can't pay. You know, for all them months. And when they go back to them now and say you want refinance your loan.
Refinance your loan,
They
yeah.
add on more
They add on more,
usury onto
yeah, more
you
usury,
and
yeah.
extend the period of time for which you had to pay. Right? So you see these people, that's evil and wicked.
Devils.
Yes, evil and wicked. Right? So they say the Jews follow not the Bible, but the Talmud as their code to, let me see, hold on a second.
And them Jews that they mentioned, there's the issues on them, man.
Die Amalek.
Yeah, Amalek, yeah.
Go on.
Amalek.
Yes, they code to live by. So you see, but they really follow it. They don't follow the Bible. They follow the Talmud.
Talmud is a code.
The Jewish writer Samuel Roth explained the Ish economic rule as follows. We see the Jew then in business as promoter, money lender, salesman par excellence, the author and chief instigator of a system of credit by which a nationwide usury rises like a column, like a created monster, right? Column. I remember Lord of the Rings, column. With 1,000,000 hands on 1,000,000 throats. Yeah, the devil saying that. 1,000,000 hands on 1,000,000 throats. To choke the honor and freedom of movement of a hard-working people. These fuckers, you know, these devils, right?
The way the scripture saying is Baruch by it's 3 and 8 or 2 and 6.
Yeah, let me get that big scripture.
Yeah.
You called it.
Okay.
A beautiful scripture. Yeah, first scripture. Let me get it.
And even the other
Baruch
scripture
3 and 8.
with
This is Baruch
Yeah.
3 and 8.
Yeah.
It reads, Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, wherein thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, to be subjected to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord our power. You know, and there's what they need to hear, you know, we subjected to all sorts of payments, light bill, phone bill, you know, water rate, property tax, all right, your loans, all right, car note, all these things, all right, and if you don't think you have some called what, loan sharks coming for your ass, right? That is why the system had to fall. Right? That is why the system had to go. Right? This system, you can never be comfortable here, alright, with such an oppressive system as this. And the thing about it is, 2/3 of our people, the trust in this system, buddy. They believe in this system.
But you are right, and part for this is not your rest.
Micah 2
Right,
and 10.
part for this is not your rest.
Alright, go ahead up.
Polluted.
Slap,
Everything polluted. You know?
Come on.
Start winning money to it polluted.
Come on.
Right? It reads, the Jews became money lenders in most of Europe, lending to nations, princes, merchants, and farmers.
And farmers, anybody think that they just lend out, but just give out money, all right? Because the policies, you know, they're getting it back on interest. All right, if they lend you $2, there was $6 interest. All right, so with a system as that, and you have to constantly be borrowing in order to pay back that very said loan. All right, they will be the ones in the rich seat, whilst you understand, in heavy debt and poverty. All right, what up?
Right. Any that would need money, let us say anybody who need money, the word Jew became synonymous with money lender and usurer.
All right, and the Rothschilds, they played a big part in that. All right, they were the main money lenders, the Rothschilds. All right,
Yeah.
they were the main money lenders. All right, that's how you get what? That's how you end up getting your Bank of England. All right, Bank of England is what? Central bank. All right, go ahead.
Right, it says the real key to the Jews' economic rule over nations and the making of usury and credit more effective is their international banking dynasty. This scheme began in England when the Jews, led by Rabbi Manasseh ben Israel, were allowed to return to that nation in 1657 by conspiring with Oliver Cromwell.
Wicked ass freaking Edomite.
The devil.
Yeah, he persecuted a lot of our people.
He killed a lot of our royal family.
He was the man.
Yeah.
He was the man to sanction the death of King James.
Yeah, and is it Black Boy and them too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see was
Yeah,
one
he
guy.
was the man. Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
head and I know
yeah, yeah.
right?
He was the culprit.
Correct. With their foot in the door, the international dishes, I call them Jews, but they're not Jews, approached William of Orange and promised to help place him on the throne of England in exchange for helping them secure a charter to establish a Bank of England.
So what I'm showing you, what I'm showing you, they had the power to set you up, all right, because of the money, all right. Give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes its laws.
That's my shell power,
right?
AKA Rothschild, Rockefeller, Rothschild. Yeah, that's where they come out from. Powers. Yeah.
All right. They had the power, so tell me, having such power as that, you could tell me that your vote bringing in Rowley or bringing in Kamala?
Never. You see, people forget that. When the other day, when Manning called his split election, right? People forget he went to a meeting where in Goodwood Park, right? Who he was going to meet in Goodwood Park? He's going to meet the poor of our people.
Yeah.
We're going to meet the local elites, right? You talking about your Sabga, your Hadid, your Haddad, all them
The
people.
tracks on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sabga them as tracks.
This is who he went to meet, and when he refused to bow down, right, and to pass the law, the wicked draconian law, right, which was in section 34,
Uh-huh.
right, in Article 12,
Article 12, yeah.
right, he refused to do it. They tell him, all right, well, you had to call the election. And they were the one who chose the people partnership,
Can.
just Kamala and them to come in. And one of the first things she did was put that piece of legislation in place.
Please can.
So you see,
See, they try and choose Rowley because Rowley was willing to do way more than
That's-
fucking Kamala.
that's right.
Yeah, Rowley was willing to do more. Rowley's still willing to do more than Kamala. Whether
A ish named Jacob Henriquez was instrumental in his endeavor. William and Mary accepted the crown in 1689. But to justify the bank charter, wars between France and England were now instigated.
can, and
You
that's
see?
what they do. They finance all your wars. All the next thing, all your wars is bankers' wars. All wars, each and every single war, yeah, is bankers' wars because they are the ones that finance it. All right, and best believe World War III that is coming. All right, is financed by the banking elites. Just as World War II and World War One. All right, they financed it. All right, they financed it as to make it as a facade and an excuse for the ish people to get home. All right, go ahead.
Right, it says the constant wars which followed William's ascension had compelled the king to borrow large sums from the London. So you see the instigated war to put in place to justify that they need this bank and to borrow this money
Can.
to wage wars. Alright, let me see if I can bring it across here. Page 77. Yeah, merchant Jews get to borrow from the merchant Jews. Ish. Out of these loans sprang first the national debt, which was destined to grow just like America,
Can.
eventually by leaps and bounds from less than £1 million up to so many hundreds of millions.
Can.
Right? And
And
all,
Slovakia,
go ahead.
and the pound sterling and all. The pound sterling and all is unjust weight. All right, because the British pound sterling, the British pound sterling, it do if somebody send a 20 pounds for you, a 20 pound sterling, that's not weighing 20 pounds. All right, 20 pounds. When the 20 pounds sterling is actually 20 pounds sterling in sterling gold. It's supposed to be sterling gold, not a 20 pound sterling note that you cannot carry back to the same bank of England and redeem it to get 20 pounds worth in gold.
Correct. Yeah, when you about stealing paper, it's still in silver or still in gold, like.
You understand?
Yeah.
Right? 20 pounds, somebody give you 1 pound, somebody send 1 pound for you. Alright? Where you're redeeming it in, you're redeeming it back in your respective country fiat currency. Why you're not getting gold? That just goes to show you. Where
Right, so you say that once to hundreds of millions, right? That all thought of ever paying it is now given up. You can never pay
you
it
can
off.
never pay it off, you can never pay off that debt. Right? You can never pay off that debt, and no country in the world could pay off the debt. Right? And that is what the elites want. So it can lead to this year.
Correct.
Alright, where they will leave no, you know, this is the only one say they will leave no stone unturned.
Correct.
Right? Which is what? Rich or poor, free and bond. Alright? Rich or poor, free or bond, but not so forth, that's roughly paraphrasing, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead. Alright? Save he that should not buy or sell unless he had a mark. Alright? And there's going to make sure and mark every man, woman, and child. That is the agenda. Alright? Because your newborn child will get a birth paper. What you know come there, what is it called? You know you have been birth. You know your newborn slave. All right.
I wouldn't let the mother sign it off at birth.
Right.
Yeah, sign it over.
Right. When this economy crash, you know why they're going to give your children? You know why they're going to make sure and give your children that potato chip? Because they have to contribute to society to pay off the African debt. Yeah? They have to contribute too. Right? In the days of slavery and these all younger than band. You had to come out in the, from the time you could walk. You had to come out in the field and pick that cotton, boy. Make your you had to make your quota, boy. You feel it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, said the second result was the organization of a company for the management of this colossal debt. The company name was the Bank of England.
Company, right? The company name.
Yeah, company.
The company. So it shows you what? That the Queen don't run the Bank of England. Right. Well, it's the king now, right? Because that bitch dead. So it's the king now. Right?
Yeah.
He don't run the Bank of England. Alright? The Prime Minister don't run the Bank of England. The man who just under the Prime Minister, I forget the Chancellor or something they just call him, I forget the name, I forget the title. They don't run the Bank of England. When I say run, they don't own it. The people themselves don't have no say concerning how the Bank of England is being run, which is the Bank of England is a central bank. It's the Rothschilds that own it. Our central bank here, we don't own it, we have no say in it. Right? Go ahead.
The Jewish merchant secured the bank charter in 1694. From that moment on, he saw Edom had financial domination over all of Britain. As directors of the bank, they could regulate the gold standard, consolidate the national debt, so they could affect the gold price.
Yeah.
They was artificially deflating the price of gold. Right? This is what they were doing. So they could buy more. You know, take all your gold, take all your defense. Alright? Consolidate the national debt and even impose direct taxation on the people. Right? As a means to pay secure loans.
Right, to pay off that debt.
Correct. Right? With control over this bank, the issues would create wars, business panics. See what they do? Business panics.
Right?
And
for the stock market and all these things.
Boy, things like gosh,
yeah.
To artificially affect the price.
Yeah.
Right? And political upheavals that would affect the entire world.
Why? Because this is the agenda here. This is them. Because everything that is taking place, all the upheavals in the world that is taking place right now is leading to this year. This is the end all be all. Yeah, that is the end all be all. Yeah? By the way of what? The C.B.D.C. Yeah? By the way of the C.B.D.C. What?
The existence of today's banking system, that is the taking of money on deposit and loaning it out at interest, actually gave rise in modern times through the endeavors of the Jewish Rothschild family.
Because it come like what thing was what click on them was doing. They're taking the depositors their money,
yeah,
and lending it out.
High risk.
Yeah, high risk
investment.
Yeah, high risk investment. You understand?
Yeah.
And it come into a failure.
Yeah.
Right? But what the Rothschild was doing, they was lending it out and making sure and get back the money at high interest rates.
Correct. And what you get little to nothing on your money. They making the money on your money. And you getting a pittance.
Pittance, yeah. They lending out the money, they lending out your money where you deposit. You understand? And getting big rewards in return. And you getting about a 2 cent 2%, which is maybe about $5 or $10 in your bank account. You ain't getting squat.
It's like the same thing with the music industry.
Yeah.
Them artists and them always complain about it. The producers and them is the ones that are making all the money and them getting small little thing off of their work.
Even a record deal with the record deal and all.
Yeah, them
The
does
record
make
deal,
more money.
The executives, them just give you as the artist, them just give you, let me see a budget deal, or let me see $1 million, and you are to pay them back that. Don't feel that $1 million what they give you as your advance. That advance they just give when they sign that record deal. They just give $1 million advance, which is actually 500,000 because they just don't take 500 one time. Alright? That advance is to deal with your, is to pay off your producers, pay off other artists who may have featuring on your album, this, that, and then they go, no, the 500,000 that we're starting with, and the 500 will take, and the next 500 will die for you. You understand? But here what's going on. You still have to pay it back. And how you're paying it back is through your record sales. And if your record ain't sell, you still owe them. And they're so fucked up. You know they will come back right or wrong and get your next $1 million again to push your next freaking album.
Yeah,
And
we're indebted. In debt. What is it about?
And who runs the music industry? Amalek. Go ahead.
Yeah, say the financial career of the Rothschilds is the key to the history of Jewish banking in the 19th century. The plan adopted by him of establishing branches in the more important European capitals, over which he placed his sons, you see, which he really put his sons,
Yeah.
was followed by other ish banking houses. The influence of the issues on banking was due to the preliminary advantage given to them by their international position. So they get an unfair advantage.
Done.
Right? Other central banks were established in Europe, which would also branch out their operations. They say Warburg founded a bank in Hamburg in 1798. The issues bankers played an important part of the development of joint stock banks. Ludwig Bamberger and Hermann Marcuse were among the founders of the Deutsche Bank 1870.
Deutsche Bank, that Germany Central Bank.
Yeah,
The Central Bank for Germany.
Deutsche
Bank. Yeah.
Deutsche Bank.
Yeah, the Central Bank.
1870. Among other important ish banks was the Banque de Paris 1872.
Can. It's set up all over through Europe. That would have started first. They started in Europe and then they went across to Babylon the Great.
Yeah. It's a ish bankers played a leading part of the foundation of the Banca Commerciale Italiana and the Credito Italiano, leading private banks in Hungary were of ish origin.
Can.
Right?
Because Hungary and all those places what they notice what they do, they set up set up first in where in countries in Europe, European countries that had well-established economic proper, you know, where they could make money now, but where they know they could make money.
Correct.
Where they know they're sure to make money. Go ahead.
The ish objective was to make all money, loans, credit, and financial transactions worldwide become subject to their centralized control.
To their centralized control. So now they get what they want, and now they're going even further now, which is to bring this year by the way of the C.B.D.C. Because the only way it can be properly well functional and centralized is by this year and your 6G.
Correct.
All right, where you have now you're getting a full database of all your slaves who is connected to a centralized system
On a live basis.
on a live basis, on time basis.
Real time.
I mean, yeah, like on real time basis.
Yeah, real time. That's what it's about. Imagine they're going to use your own body against you. You're going to use your own body as a beacon. Right? So pretty much, yeah, they're going to completely own you.
Can't, but that's what it is. They literally owning you.
Yeah.
Because control is the agenda.
Yeah.
Total control.
From within your body, as you had in there.
From within your body.
Yeah.
From within your body to external, which goes into goods and services and what have you. All right, where you cannot be able to access no food. All right, no water, no nothing, unless you're connected to that system, that centralized, that beehive.
Yeah.
You must be a part of that beehive.
Yeah, that's the Borg. That's the Borg.
You must be a part of that beehive. If you're not part of that, take a look at that beehive. If an outside bee come to a particular hive and the smell and the soul, there are bees on them, smell that bee and they notice they ain't getting the scent that all the rest of bees putting into this hive. He don't have that. They will kill that bee. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing with man. Alright? If you feel, give me Revelation, go back to Revelation 13 but 14. Revelation 13 and 14. And from there you will get from us 2 Timothy 10 and 6. No, I don't think 2 Timothy are 10, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think that.
The Revelation, my time?
Yeah.
The Revelation 13 and verse 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying,
the miracles which goes into, we all know the technology and this and what, and the C.B.D.C, because a lot of them they're going to be deceived by this year. Go ahead.
that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Go ahead.
It say, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right? They should be killed who would not bow down to the beast. Alright? If you're not a part of that hive and supporting all the policies that hive is issuing, alright, up through the four corners of the earth, alright, there's not going to be a part of it. There's going to suffer. There's going to die. There's going to put it to death, alright, or they will leave it to suffer.
Funny thing, you cannot vibrate now that frequency.
Can.
I say, I go back into this CS, come on.
Can.
Right? That's where I go back into. But bees just vibrate, right? And it buzz. Was that a certain frequency?
Can.
See?
There was 6 and 10. 1 Timothy 6 and 10. Yeah? And there's the thing about it is here. You just hold it. Bring it out.
Right, I say he saw his crowning achievement in gaining financial domination over Jacob. Have you seen over Jacob?
But they think when they read you have to read that book enough. You have to read that.
They believe that Jacob is
them believe the Bible tells is Esau Edom is how it's split. It's a Edomite, remember it's a Edomite that write that book. But he's not an Amalekite.
Right. So
and they consider themselves to be Jacob.
Right.
They consider themselves to be the true Israelites now.
They know that one.
You know, it's a book, it's a white supremacy book.
Yeah.
But there's the own tongue falling on the self now.
Basically, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Correct.
Go ahead.
He saw his crowning achievement in gaining financial. Lord make them write this fast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He saw his crowning achievement in gaining financial domination over Jacob occurred with the establishment of the Federal Reserve Act. Right? Federal Reserve Act, which we read about in St. and Angel Exposed right? Which was signed by the Zionist stooge Woodrow Wilson on December 23rd, 1913. The chief architect of this plan was the Edomite Jew, Paul Warburg of Kuhn, Loeb and Company.
And I think he was the man of video to do name expose them. I think he was the man who the Rothschild, he was the economical hitman who the Rothschild them sent to America
Yeah.
to establish. Yeah, he along with couple of the Rockefellers and whatnot now, boy.
Yeah, that was in the book of Citizens exposed to talk about it.
Can well,
They went and said the legislation created a corporation, the Federal Reserve Bank.
he did a corporation. Because America, that is what America is, a corporation. Alright, America is not a republic. Alright? They are not a republic, they are a freaking corporation.
And Tobago too. Same
Can.
thing. Yeah. The Federal Reserve Bank, whose stock is owned and controlled by ish banking firms.
Can.
Right? With the Federal Reserve System, the Edomites have the ability to create their own money.
Print money. And beautiful what you said earlier on. Because Andrew Tate make the statement at time. He say, and I will say it in my own words, pursuant to you niggers. Alright, you say because you people, but I will say you niggers, alright, you all think having $10 million, $20 million, $500 billion, whatever, you all think that is, you all think, you say rich people, you say real rich people, they don't study about money. They don't study about money because they own the money. They print the money. You understand? They print the money. They don't have time to study about no money and to study about a freaking Ferrari or to study about a Rolls Royce and owning a Rolls Royce. That ain't doing nothing for them. What they want is literal total control over you. That is what I want. You feel the Rothschild and them have time to study about a freaking a Bentley, have a fleet of Bentley, have a fleet of Rolls Royce, and $300 million yacht. They don't care about that. Those things is nothing. All right. These people is worth well over $500 trillion. Yeah. These people been spending all money from since the days of slavery. This nigga Jay-Z talking about you spending all money. Nigga, you spending new fucking money. You ain't spending no old money. You just started freaking spend money, man. And a matter of fact, you didn't start to spend money yet.
Even Movado talk about it when he sing Fresh Cash.
Yeah.
He say about something about how he counting new money and even started think old money yet. And that all of that is still new money.
New money.
That is still new money.
You ain't spending old money yet. These people spending old money. Alright? These people spending old money. Look at the military. Yeah? Look at the military that they built from oh so long. Right? And the technological advancement that they have progressed within the military. Yeah? Look, they reached a 6th generation stealth fighter. 6th generation stealth fighter.
Well, every time they show you what they have more advanced.
Can you buy that now? You buy that now, JC, and buy a fleet of it. A $300 million piece. Buy a fleet of it, and when I say a fleet, at least 50 of it. Because these people have over, because it's them only military. Right? These people are well over 2,000. Yeah? 2,000 in the fleet as a 6th generation stealth fighter. You just buy at least 50 and see what we're going to do. You go fucking broke.
You can't even buy 50. You can't buy no 50.
But you're spending old money. Nigga, you ain't spending old money, you're spending new money. These people spending old money. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says with the Federal Reserve System, the Edomites have the ability to create their own money. Federal Reserve notes
Can't
and
create their own money. Go ahead.
bank book entries merely by loaning it out into circulation, right? You know?
I'm bringing it into learning it out in the circulation, which is what? Debt.
Yeah,
Paying you in debt.
yeah, really. That's and yeah.
Them,
Treasury.
them just printing money out of thin hands.
Treasury just request from them.
Yeah.
They say they print. and
And that's that.
yeah. And thus can manipulate loans and interest rates. The white people of America are now subject to their new Edomite masters. Which white people are the Edomites anyway?
Can't.
Right.
And what I'm showing you, that's showing you that the American dream was just a farce. The American dream was just a facade.
Well, as a man say, you can only dream when you are sleeping. Right? And most of the masters, they are asleep. That's why we call masters. The word master going to death. They're dead. They're spiritually dead. Their eyes closed. Right? Say the white people of America are now subject to their new Edomite masters who create their money, allowing them to buy and sell with it, but monitors how much they receive, right, with through W2 forms, etc., and taxes them for the privilege of that use. The IRS.
So they're in a stronghold. They literally, they literally had a knock the neck, the throat in the fist.
Well, it's the same thing now, the brother. See Job 16 chapter 11 verse.
The yoke around the neck.
Yeah, they say they're holding a chokehold.
Can.
Yeah, the IRS is but a collection agency for the Edomite Federal Reserve banking system.
Can. Don't pay your taxes now. Go ahead.
Right, let me go down here.
Yeah. Just something. You're not just something, huh?
Right, let's have one more page then.
Yeah.
It's page 79. It says, if some alien force wish to covertly take over a nation, no surer method could be devised than by supplanting the nation's money with their own.
Can.
Yeah? And this
Can.
is exactly what
Give
they
me
did.
give me rulership over our nation's money, and I care not who makes the laws.
And this digital currency going to be a programmable currency, which means what? They're going to have that ultimate control over here when they get rid of the old system, old world order, the old monetary system, and they bring in the new monetary system.
The great reset.
Correct. Yeah, it said that it can be no surer method could be devised than by supplanting the nation's money with their own. Right? As President James Garfield said, whoever controls the volume of money in any country is absolute master of all industry and commerce. You see? This is the situation that exists.
And there's where these people, because they just own the money, they just own the federalist, all the central banks, all right? They own all these major corporations, by the way, of BlackRock. You understand? When they're going to go and investigate BlackRock, they get to see what sort of ownership these people have. All right? These people, all these people, they control the monopoly. All right? When you buy like to drink Cokes, now I like Pepsi and whatnot. These people own both Coca-Cola and Pepsi. I don't like Doritos now, but I like Pringles. These people own both Doritos and Pringles.
You don't believe that's something I used to think about,
Yeah.
Because it's like the same thing with a Roscoe factory, right? They own Mac Foods and they own Blue Ribbon, but a lot of people don't know that. So some people go say, I don't like Mac Foods, sausage, I go for Blue Ribbon. But is it them still getting their money because it's from both ends.
Massive conglomerate. Before massive conglomerate put in name on all the different subsidiaries, right? The different companies. People say, but I like to go here, I like to go to Massive stores, I like to go to this tomat. Massive won't go to them.
Yeah.
Right, and when they start slapping name on them, they realize, but it's not Massive will the whole country.
You believe I say that? I say that same thing. When I was in the wood,
Happen overnight? No, it didn't happen overnight.
you always had it, yeah.
The same thing with these devils, these Rothschild, these Rockefeller, these elites, right? They own the parent companies that own all these things. They, through the legislation and through corporations, through the corporations, they own everything. Things like companies like State Street, BlackRock. When you go into these companies and you realize what they own is everything.
It's everything.
They own major 147 corporations, they own, and a lot of other smaller corporations as well. And who owns State Street and BlackRock?
Rothschilds.
Yeah.
Friggin' Rothschilds. right? That's why they could be able to control the energy sector and your food and whatnot so forth in this upcoming evil. All right. By the way of that's why they could be able to bring the famine on their terms. All right. Bring it on their terms. All right. When now you will be forced and come bending on your knees. A lot of you all is going to be bending on your knees for this. Yeah, you're all going to be bending on your knees when they say, well, the only solution we have is this, you know. We are the central bank, we will reset everything and bring it back down to zero and give everybody a universal basic income and you all think and take this. But you have to have your digital ID, and a digital ID will be verified by this inserted in here. And everything to be identified here and for you to have your money and this stuff, it will be right here and inside this, inside of you and whatnot. And you always going to fucking bow and take it. Yeah, you niggas is going to friggin' bow and take it. Without the shadow of a doubt, you all going to bow and take that fucking shit. Yeah? Because you know why? You all just wicked and prideful and don't want to repent and turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You understand? You all curse Yahweh Shai. And why Yahweh? Yeah? Who will see that I should serve him? Yeah. You understand? Who will see that I should serve him? But rather Jesus Christ. But Jesus Christ ain't telling you about this. All your pastors were telling you about Jesus Christ. They ain't telling you about this. Them and waking you up to this here.
Yeah, because they want to catch up on
God.
Yeah, that's what it is. Right?
Finish up and then we go let's end off with some scriptures.
The descendants of Esau has truly brought about the mark of the beast. If you know that's not the mark
but
of the
you know,
beast
this is it here. This is friggin' mark of the beast here.
Yeah.
This is the mark of the beast here. No fiat currency. The fiat currency was leading to the mark of the beast, which is this.
It says so that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark. No one in the nation can buy or sell unless they use the Ish script Federal Reserve note.
And that just show you Esau, Edom, they don't know the scriptures. Alright, they don't know the scriptures. This is it here. They the MOTB here. No freaking fiat currency.
That's part of the gradualism. But the ultimate agenda is this. That, see, after the Edomite Jews had established their private banks in the individual nations, their next step was to solidify their financial control at the international level. At the close of World War II, certain issues spearheaded the Bretton Woods Conference in New Hampshire.
Satan's angels exposed.
Between July the 1st and 22nd, 1944. Articles of agreement were proposed for the establishment of the IMF, International Monetary Fund, and a World Bank. Right? So you see, they did it on a small scale and they're moving into the world now. This is why even Trinidad and Tobago we borrowed from the IMF, you know,
and the World Bank.
Right? This agreement was based on the plans of the Ish economist Harry Dexter White. U.S. economist born in Boston, Massachusetts. In 1938, White was made director of monetary research. His monetary proposals were accepted on the basis of the Bretton Woods Conference, attended by representatives of 44 nations.
The Bretton Woods Conference was to take away the British pound as being the world reserve currency and establish the US. Alright? That going into Revolution 17.
That's what I want to say.
Alright, when the war.
710.
Yeah, when 8 out of the 7. And that 8 out of the 7 is actually the war that sitteth upon the beast. The scriptures don't judgment lie.
Correct.
Yeah, the scriptures don't lie. Yeah?
So instead of Great Britain riding the beast, which you used to do before, the harlot, it's America, Babylon the Great, Babylon, that harlot that's sitting upon when she climb on top of the beast and take control.
And take full control.
Yeah. Yeah, it said Jews have always controlled issues. Issues have also controlled the operations of the IMF and World Bank, right?
Gone. Because they implemented it. They chartered it, they implemented it, they carry it out, they control it. It's only obvious. Go ahead.
It said through them, interest rates, loans, currency values, and international trade practices are regulated, right? Making the economic activities of every nation subject to the issues by way of their financial devices.
Which is the central bank.
Which all these things are devices.
Can't.
They're devices.
But you are the central bank.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way of the central bank. That's how they're able to control the country. That's how they're able to control the economy. That's how they're able to control the political system. Alright? Through your central bank. Can't get better than this, boy.
Yeah. They said the objective of a new international economic order was fulfilled with these international devices.
Can.
Thus, Esau now has economic dominion over Jacob like never before.
And really, they have dominion over Jacob like never before, which is us.
Yeah, God.
They have dominion over us like never before. Alright? We are Jacob. We are the children of Israel. Alright? And they're dominating over us like never before through the financial system.
Correct.
Having us in great debt. Alright? Because we are the ones that have to borrow from them. They are the lenders, we are the borrower. Alright?
Yeah.
Alright, so Yerushalayim, give me
I get it.
give me Sirach. Give me Sirach 21 and 8. Give me Sirach 21 and 8. I go read because I don't have holding something. And I'll load up that video. I will probably hold chapter 9 in my 5.
Yeah, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 21 and verse 8. He that buildeth his house with other men's money is like one that gathereth himself stones for the tomb of his burial.
Can, and this is what they do, and this is what taking place with you. You gather up this whole thing here, alright? You gather up this whole through free labor, this whole banking system and all this whole empire that you have here, this whole world empire is through free labor, through the blood, sweat and tears of us Israelites. Alright? Go down and verse again. Yeah.
Alright, this is Sirach 21 and verse 9. The congregation of the wicked is like tow, right? Thy sticks,
yeah.
wrapped together,
yeah.
and the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them.
And that is what going to take place with you, because when you go to Sirach 20 and 9, it reads, there is a sinner that have good success in evil things. Hold on, Sirach 13. I'm going to tell you what a Sirach 13, yeah. Yeah, Sirach 13. Alright? There is a sinner that have good success in evil things, and there is a gain that turneth to loss. Yeah, and that is what's going to take place with you. You're going to lose. There is a gift that shall not profit thee, and there is a gift whose recompense is double. Yeah? There is an absence because of glory. There is an absence because of glory, and there is that lifted up his head from a low estate. There is let me see. Yeah. There is that buyeth much. There is that buyeth much for a little and repayeth it sevenfold. Alright, so you, as I say, you gain everything through the blood, sweat, and tears of us Israelites. Alright, again, all what you gain it for little or next to nothing, but you're going to repay it sevenfold. You understand? A wise man by his words maketh himself beloved, but the graces of the fool shall be poured out. The gift of a fool shall do thee no good. That's the reason why I want to hold that Sirach 13. The gift of a fool shall do thee no good when thou hast it. Neither yet of the envious for his necessity, For he looketh to receive many things for one. Alright, and where's that many things? You're looking to receive your soul, alright, your dignity, your salvation, alright, all because of this one thing here. This RFID hip. Right? Verse 15. He giveth little. He giveth little and upbraideth much. He openeth his mouth like a crier. Today he lendeth, and tomorrow he will ask it again. Such an one is to be hated of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You understand? Because all about that's glutton, right? Plain simple. Break it down to brass tack. The so-called white man just friggin' glutton. Yeah? He just glutton. Start from verse 3.
Yeah, but then.
Yeah, start from verse 3.
Sirach 13 and 3. The rich man hath done wrong, and yet he threateneth withal.
Man,
The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also. If thou be for his profit,
if you so-called Negroes be for the profit of the so-called white man pursuant to his new world order,
yeah,
go ahead,
he will use thee.
he will use you.
But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee.
Can. Yeah? Go ahead.
If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bear, and will not be sorry for it.
Can. You're right, you're going to own nothing and be happy, and he wouldn't care less. He will take all that you own, you understand, because of this debt-based currency, yeah, and don't care less, and lend it back to you after. But,
Right? Verse 6 it says, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee.
if he have need of thee, he will what?
Deceive thee.
And he really has need of us. Alright? He has need of us. At the same time, he don't really need we, but he has need of us because he need me to make up what the population for his new world order. Right? A slave population.
To fill up his wicked cities.
Yeah.
Smart
A
cities.
smart city and what have you.
Quick scripture it says,
Yeah.
Habakkuk 2 and verse 12 it says, woe unto him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity.
Can. And there's what they're doing. There's what they do. That those smart cities and what have you, iniquity as work by because the agenda that goes behind it. Go ahead, huh?
Can. Sirach 13 and 6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee, and put thee in hope. make him believe that he'll for you.
Can.
He will speak thee fear speeches, and say, what wantest thou? And he will shame thee by his meats, right? Until he had drawn thee twice dry or thrice. And at the last, he will laugh thee to scorn. Boy, hey, let's even go into all these, we are going to play this Squid Game. Right? Because that's what you do when you try them. Try them, try.
Yeah.
Right?
Go ahead, huh?
Twice and thrice. What do you have to take twice and thrice? What do you make? Can they go back and take in order to be part of that whole order? They say
The first one wasn't strong enough, so you had to go and take the second one.
Yeah.
The second one, it only cover half,
Yeah.
so you have to go and get a supplement booster.
Right.
The booster,
That wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough. You had to get a second booster to be properly boosted up.
Right.
And that third one, that booster, it was close to expired, so it wouldn't boost you fully. So you had to.
Right, and what they say, the lady was saying that in the same video the elder do too, about the CRSQ, about that, that in order to be part of it, you have to have at least 2
or 3
3 supplement boost.
Yeah, supplement
Boost up, yeah. You have to drink at least 2 or 3.
Yeah. And still you ain't boosted.
Right, so you say, and I've drawn thee dry twice or thrice. And at the last he will laugh, he just go and he laughing at you, right?
God.
Afterward, when he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. And this is what they're going to do, because when you go into the medical system too, when they tell you in the hospital, they tell you, hey, no, it's not that you talk, it's not that killing you. Alright? It's not the Squid Game killing you.
God.
Alright? It's something else. Hey, you get heart attack. Your circulation wasn't good.
Can.
All right, it's some kind of different morbidity. All right. Now we telling you, right? Verse 8 say, beware that thou be not deceived, right, and brought down in thy jollity, in being too foolish and gullible.
Can. And I think that is a day, you know.
Yeah.
I go to school, pour up them set of scriptures,
Can.
and you come on board.
Done.
You know, so I'm telling you all fun will done when the C.B.D.C come. Take my advice, or don't take it at all. But I'm telling you, all fun will not done. All fun will not done. These elites, they mean business. They making no joke, they mean business. And if you all don't want to hear, well, that's all here, but that's all here. But you can't say you was never warned, you have never been warned. Repent, come back to your bashing your shy, follow the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, but most importantly, keep faith. Keep faith in your house shy. Keep faith in him. You understand? And yeah, all things he will take that wheel. As the Christians say, you understand, he will take that wheel. But if you want to stay out, well, that is your business. So I know you're going to get caught with your pants down. I guarantee you that. I surely guarantee you that. You have any closing scripture, isn't it?
That was really nice. Yeah, 24, but you go
Nah,
inside.
yeah. So with that, I hope you're satisfied through the power and spirit of Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai. Alright, so Kal Halayam, La, Alahaya, Nawa, Awa, Basham, Yahweh Shai, Basham, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of the Millstone as well.
Shalom.
Double honors.
Blessings, salutation unto the brothers, preaching and teaching the truth. So the four corners of the earth, the skin and lies and the freedom to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird. Israelites, they look like the other nations, but are Israel true, they're 4 million years. And shalom unto very few, but faithful Aquatia, sisters. Alright, brothers of the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp says, shalom, signing out. Wa bad the ball, back to Esau, and all of that. Okay, you can look at all.